Thank you so much for attending my presentation on if Charizard is Pokemon's favorite, and yes. Okay, the answer is yes. Oh my god, this guy's gotten so much stuff it's unreal. Let's take a look at what. Contrary to how I started this video, Charizard's beginnings are remarkably humble. Its stats are expectedly mediocre considering it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, hitting the base 100 speed benchmark while possessing some solid attacking stats. Its move pool is pretty good, getting tons of options on both the physical and special side, plus stat boosting with Belly Drum and Swords Dance. Generation 1 Zard is really dogshit in OU, but it actually got a roll in Gen 2. Drum Zard, which takes advantage of its speed, could tear through weakened teams of support. While not overused, instead of residing in the UU ban list, it does see some use. That niche got even better in ADV, where it finally hit OU proper. With Substitute, Belly Drum, and a Salic Berry, Charizard can manually increase its speed by one stage while maxing out its attack. Similar to DSC, this can win entire games on the spot, but is even easier to set up and harder to stop. After that, it slowed down significantly, struggling with Stealth Rock and Power Creep, eventually landing in NU throughout the next 2 generations. Gen 6 blessed Charizard with the Mega Evolution and oh, sorry, my bad, I meant Mega Evolutions. That's right, Charizard is one of 2 Pokemon, the other being fucking Mewtwo, that has 2 distinct Megas and both are very strong. Mega Charizard X, at first glance, looks like it's from a crazy ROM hack. 130 offensive stats, solid speed, and a synergistic type combination of Fire Dragon is already fantastic, but it gets better. Its new ability is Tough Claws, boosting contact moves like, I don't know, Dragon Claw and Flare Blitz 1.3 times. When coupled with Dragon Dance, this can get out of hand quickly and sweep teams. For good measure, it also has Roost to heal off damage. But the other one is arguably even more insane. Charizard Y gets fucking Drought. Before this was released, only 2 mods have been able to set sound on Switchin, those being Groudon, a legendary Uber, and Ninetales, who's really bad otherwise. Charizard Y's attacking stats are made for this, keeping the 100 speed and buffing its special attack stat to 159. Jesus fuck. This makes it a top tier wall breaker with Fire Blast, and it can of course help its teammates too. While neither are exactly top tier in OU, both are very strong. Possibly the scariest part is the mix up between which one you have. Of course, it's possible to discern this throughout a game, but at times it feels impossible. The Y form saw tons of success in VGC as well, functioning as the best Sunsetter aside from Groudon. It peaked in 2015 with Mark McQuillan winning Seniors Worlds with it, and in 2018 was able to find several top 8 spots. Gen 6 saw the departure of Mega Evolutions, but sadly for us, Charizard didn't really get any worse, it just switched formats. While Dynamax, and by extension Charizard's Gmax form is banned in Smogon singles, doubles is a whole different story. Gmax Wildfire is one of those moves that you can instantly tell is going to be very good. It of course deals a ton of damage, but the secondary effect inflicts 1/6 of both opponents' maximum HP at the end of each turn. That's a lot of damage and adds up quickly, even in the notoriously fast-paced VGC. But all the Kanto starters got a move like this. Why was Zard used the most? Solar Power. I didn't tell you about this earlier, but in Gen 5 it got the hidden ability Solar Power, which gives it a 1.5 times boost to its special attack when in Sun, in exchange for 1/8 of its health. When paired with Groudon to get Weather Up, this is a monster attacker. Charizard is one part of the famous Rinius Sun team comprising these two alongside Zacian, Incineroar, Gastrodon, and Grimmsnarl. This team would go on to define Sword and Shield restricted formats, snagging 3 of the top 8 spots at Worlds and doing well at many other events. Thankfully, with Terra benefiting all Pokemon, Charizard is dormant right now, but after Legends Z to 8 comes out and reintroduces Megas, we could all very well see its return. That's all I have to say regarding the video game, but I do want to touch on the TCG where it's also amazing. After a middling to bad few rotations, Charizard EX was released and immediately went to work. While being a Stage 2 Pokemon, necessitating more work to get on the field, players didn't care. When evolved, its Infernal Rain ability allows it to attach 3 Fire Energy to any Pokemon. For context, you can normally only attach 1 energy per turn. Its single attack is fantastic. It only costs 2 energies, knocks everything in the format out in 2 hits, and powers up as your opponent takes their prize cards, the main win con in the TCG. This theme carries over to Radiant Charizard, which gets 1 energy taken off of its attack cost per prize card the opponent has taken. So what's that attack, you ask? Oh, it's only a 250 damage nuke coming off of a 1 prize Pokemon that can be set up by Charizard EX's ability. All in all, amazing. Let's of course not forget the base set Charizard, which goes for insane prices, although to be fair, this has been more so driven by the secondary market and not Pokemon themselves. In conclusion, Charizard has gotten more love in the video game than any other Pokemon by far. It's also strong in other games, including the TCG, and is the subject of constant buffs to keep it relevant. Thank you so much for watching.